Hey, so I originally had footage talking about this topic, but I deleted it because I realized okay, let me explain. I got a brain scan today. You know what I mean? It's the 19th of September 2025, obviously. Whatever. I got a brain scan, a CTA, like a CT scan, you know what I mean? Um, I got an MRI like a couple months ago, and they didn't find anything. That's because an MRI looks at tissues of your brain or whatever, but they just wanted to make sure about the arteries this time. And like I said, I had footage talking about this topic and stuff like that, but I decided to delete the footage because there's an update. I could have just kept the footage and then include the update, but no. The update is there's nothing wrong. Like, there's nothing wrong with me. Like, in case you want to know why I got this brain scan to begin with, or these brain scans to begin with, I've been going through some headaches. You know what I mean? These unexplained headaches on the right side of my face. You know what I mean? It's every day almost, basically, multiple times within a day. Usually, it lasts a long time. I have a history of headaches, but the pattern has changed. It went a couple years ago from ice pick headaches, like very short headaches at the right temple, and then now it progressed into longer pressure headaches at the right temple and facial numbness, not really facial pain, not really, just facial numbness, and sometimes it moves around in front of um, the right top back of my head, if that makes any sense. I don't know. And basically, just they never fucking find anything, and it makes me feel like a fucking hypochondriac, and it's not fucking stress because I have it all the time. Well, not all the time. In different situations is what I'm trying to get at. Have it in different situations. So I must be like mentally ill or something. There was a form of schizophrenia, where I'm not saying this is what it is, but I'm really starting to think that maybe I just have conversion disorder, or they call it functional neurological disorder, or just something, right? Because they can't explain it. This is why I don't agree that I have autism, and I agree more with my schizo side because um they said I had schizoaffective disorder. I don't really relate to that. I don't, because there's people that they say they hear voices all day every day. Well, I don't know if people are exaggerating when they say that. I don't know if they're exaggerating when they say that, but there's people on the internet, they say that they hear voices every day and they never get a break from it. That's not really me. I hear voices like once a week, or sometimes I can go weeks or a month or even months without hearing or seeing things. I don't know what I have. But mental health is a mystery. A lot of it is a mystery. And this is why I believe we live in a simulation. The news always talks about autism. I never hear about schizotypal or schizoaffective on the news ever, especially schizotypal. Schizotypal is like 2% of the population, and most people on the right leaning of politics, I think a lot of them that are right leaning, a lot of them have schizotypal. Um, there, some left leaning people, like the New Age people, but a lot of the conspiracy theorists, I think, have schizotypal, and the TV never talks about that. It's very weird, and it annoys me. I hope one day, schizotypal will be more researched and talked about, and schizoaffective as well. Schizophrenia and bipolar has been talked about in the past in the media, but I don't know. It's just I'm getting off topic here. My headaches are destroying my creativity. I am procrastinating my music. There's some stuff that I needed to do in August and a little bit in July, music related and other stuff, and I've been putting it on the back burner because of these like destructive headaches, and um it's kind of like a cluster headache in a way. I'm surprised my headache specialist didn't call it that. Maybe he doesn't know what that is, or he has to know. I don't know. It's just I want to do more new music and new music videos, and I can't. Until kind of recently, I'm kind of getting motivated by this brain scan results. Again, I got my results on the day of my scan. It still technically needs to be reviewed by the medical team, so technically, like, it's not technically complete necessarily. It still needs to be approved, so it's possible that they missed something because it's been not even a day. right? So it's possible that they missed something, but as I am recording right now, they didn't find anything basically. So I might have to make another update in case they do. I'm not gonna make a song about the update. I'm just gonna make a video update. Okay, here are my 3 plans. If you got this far in the video, or okay, option number 1. I used to, but long story short, I had an old YouTube channel and I deleted it because of trolls. So basically, I flushed down 1,000 vlogging videos down the metaphorical toilet, basically, metaphorically speaking. So I have thousands of footage that's just sitting on my external hard drive. Not even on my actual hard drive, on my external hard drive, because it's just too much information. I'm thinking about recycling those footages, those videos into music videos. Now, obviously, it's not going to be the raw file of me talking. You know, I'm gonna probably like make a compilation and then make it like special effects. I'm thinking about what I'm doing. Option number 1 is I'm thinking about going back on some of my old albums, and there's some albums that does not have music videos, like my album Sadie the Sadist. You know what I mean? I gotta keep my voice down. I apologize. Sadie the Sadist has no music videos for that album. Some of my EPs don't really have music videos. I'm thinking about like using these unreleased footage, unreleased videos. I could just recycle them for old albums. That's a perfect idea. That's my number 1 option. You know, it's a very creative idea. Because I said to myself, I want these videos back on YouTube, but I don't want to upload the raw files because I don't want the trolls to find them again. I want to recycle them in some kind of way. So I think this is a very creative idea. Some albums I don't want to do music videos for. Like there's some albums that I released like way back in my career. I don't really have a music career, but you know, there's some albums that I released way back in the day that I don't really like. A lot of the low quality shit before I got really better with my music editing and shit like that. Like Happy Go Lucky was like a 3 or 4 track EP. I forget how many tracks were on the album. I don't really like that album. It was very toxic positive. It was satiric. It was satirically toxic positive, but to make a music video off of that album, like at least one song, like no, I don't even want to make one music video off of that album. It's just a cringy album of making fun of I Love Life and Goody Two Shoes and stupid shit, you know. And there was like I said, there's some other albums that just are just terrible quality. So I might want to skip a couple albums. Um, I think what I want to do is instead of walk my way down from the newest music and then go down to the oldest music, I think I might want to start with the oldest music and then work my way up to, you know, like basically like in a nutshell, like somewhere if you go back on my albums, like start somewhere. Sadie's Smile, or I don't know what that fucking album was titled. Sadie's Smile or Sadie's Smile, whatever the fuck. Sadie the Sadist or whatever. That was another one, like somewhere around there. Um, because I have 2 albums about Sadie, or a couple, or I don't know. Like just basically what I'm trying to get is that start my way from oldest to newest for music videos is basically what I'm trying to get at. So like the old Sadie albums, and then walk my way up to the fucking new shit that I've been doing for music videos. That's basically what I'm trying to get at. The second option is, and I'm really edging on this possibility, is make new music, just in a general sense, and make new music videos for that music. Now I don't know if I want to make new music videos for this new music, but I definitely have new music ideas, and I've been sitting on them for a while, and I'm edging at least on one of them. And it's basically a song about my headaches, which I've done that already before, a medical mystery or whatever, but I want to kind of like make another one ranting about my headaches. Especially with the brain scan results. Again, it's still the brain scan results still needs to be reviewed by the medical team, but I'm kind of getting angry. I'm kind of getting kind of like fed up, which is inspiring me to make a new song. So expect a new song possibly in the next couple days, maybe, unless there is something wrong with me and I croak. Sorry for that false promise in case you never hear from that song, whatever. In case they missed something, in case the medical team missed something. But no, I have at least 20 fucking song ideas and I'm just sitting on it. This headache has to be fucking something. I mean, it's possible that it's a primary headache. Again, a cluster headache is a primary headache, but it doesn't really fit me as a diagnosis because I don't have eye tearing and nose running and eye running or whatever the fuck. I don't really have that, and that's like a symptom. It's not a migraine because I don't feel sick or anything. I'm not sensitive to sounds and smells with my headache. In fact, I'm not sensitive to sounds and smells at all, even without the headache. That's why I don't really believe I have autism. You know, I kind of have fetishes for sounds and smells, some stuff. I don't want to get into that. But I don't know. I'm just kind of just like getting fucking fed up. So yeah, that's option number two: new music and new music videos, possibly. Um, well, that's like, eh, that's kind of like three options, kind of in a way, because I'm definitely edging on option two. But to make new music videos for that new music, I don't know. That feels like more of like an option three. I don't know if I want to do that option three, which leads me to option four, which is stop making music totally. Um, but I don't know if I want to do that because I do want to make a song tomorrow, hopefully. Um, there is an option 4.5, or there is an option 5, which is basically stop the social media account totally. Like, stop making music on this account and stop making videos in general. Like, that's the total nihilism option. I don't know if I'm there yet as the total nihilism option of just giving up everything. But I always said, if I ever had to quit music, it would either be temporarily for about a month or a couple months or about a year or a couple years, or even if it is forever, even if I do give up music forever, I'm still going to do videos. There's a lot I could talk about with my old songs, trying to explain to people my old songs in case you don't get my old songs or my newish songs or whatever. And then I might even make videos about other people's music, like reviewing fucking Metallica or something. I don't know. I was just throwing something out there. Um, I don't like to branch out too much talking about other people's music like that because, you know, fanboys and fangirls are going to get angry if I say one criticizing thing about fucking Nirvana or Tool or something, you know. People get the panties in a bunch when you, whatever. Um, but whatever. And yeah, and that's where I'm at, is at these like five, 3 to 5 options basically. Um, so it could be any one of these options. You know, I was gonna originally make a video talking about doing a possible one option, which is like this video was originally going to be, oh, I'm gonna possibly make music videos for old songs. But I'm like, why make a false promise? I know I said possible, but why make a false promise? Why don't you just give people multiple possible options? So this is what this video is about. Basically, I'm giving myself multiple options, and just to be fair, because like I said, I don't want to make any false promises saying expect this and then I croak and then I end up passing away and then you never, you know what I mean? And I don't want to also intentionally lie, which I'm not, you know, I don't want to fuck with people and be like, haha, I was trolling. I don't want to do that either. Just, it's any of these options, you know, it's just any of these options, you know. And I wouldn't intentionally troll anyways. That's just stupid, you know. But it's any of these options, you know. So I'm hoping in the next couple hours, actually, and when morning comes, I can make a song about my headaches again. So yeah, that's basically it. This is Johnnyism. My life's kind of been just going downhill too. I have a not suit. This is not really on topic, but I had a not suitable for work Twitter account, and I got kind of like I'm kind of like locked out of that account because of some stupid situation that I don't really want to talk about. But basically, I had to create a new Twitter for my not suitable for work. I know that this is kind of irrelevant. You guys will never know about that account, the old account and the new account. I know this is kind of irrelevant, but I'm just letting you know that I've been going through a lot of fucking stress, weird shit happening to me, and stupid shit happening to me regarding social media and the internet drama. Um, there's a thread about my old because like I said, I had a old YouTube channel where I was vlogging my life, and I deleted it a couple months ago because of trolls. They have a thread about me, and they're still adding it to my lolcow site. I mean, they're still adding it to the lolcow website about me, but they have no knowledge about this account, which is good, you know. But if they ever find me again or new trolls find me, I don't care. I'm thinking about going anarcho-primitivism. I'm just social media is just toxic, you know. Fucking, you know, Elon Musk, you know, he can't fucking help me with this fucking account that's can't log in. It's still up. It's still up. Just can't log into it. I tried multiple times. They're sending me in a fucking loop and shit like that. Um, I don't want to get. There was a situation that happened, and I don't want to talk about it. I just don't want to talk about it. Just some stupid shit. Basically, yeah. So I'm kind of upset, you know, and I hope the headache specialist doesn't fucking gaslight me and say this is mental illness. You know, you're feeling things that are not there. This is anxiety. This is health anxiety. You're too obsessed about what's wrong with you. Because basically, in a nutshell, I know I'm editing this video, and I already recently made a fucking hour-long video about furry shit. The fandom is not shit, but you know, whatever. The fandom's not shit, but my videos are shit. I made a lengthy video talking about the furry fandom, and I don't want to make another lengthy video talking about other stuff. But basically, in a nutshell, what I'm trying to get at, just fuck it, just fuck everything, basically. And this is not mental illness. This is not, you know, I don't know. I just can't deal with this anymore. Yeah, there's a form of schizophrenia which involves unusual and distressing bodily sensations. It doesn't exist as a subtype of schizophrenia anymore, but this is what I have to be going through. I have to be going through tactile hallucinations or something like that. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's very interesting to research it. It's a possibility that I'm going through this tactile hallucination shit. You know, that I'm not actually feeling what I'm feeling. You know what I mean? These might not even be real headaches, you know what I mean? But I don't know. It's just I'm ending this, I guess. But all I know is that these headaches they feel real to me. Like I have to grip onto something and squeeze something because they're so painful on the right side. And maybe it is cluster headaches. Maybe it is a primary headache. I blame the edibles basically. And I don't want to do that shit anymore. So yeah.